Admirable, valued, imaginative, dependable. These are the words that come to mind when I think of this awesome student. This avid scholar exudes positivity, scholarship, and determination. When I first met this soft spoken young lady, I was immediately impressed with her positive attitude and calming spirit. She was always willing to lend a helping hand and encourage her classmates. Her commitment to do her best was evident not only in her work, but in the manner in which she treated others. I could always count on her to get the job done. I was so fortunate to have her as a student. Here to announce her college decision is AVID scholar Faith Cotman.
Although I've known Nige for just her senior year, I feel our interactions speak volumes about her character and conscientiousness. Nige dreams of working in biomedicine, a very competitive field, but I'm confident that she will succeed because she's been successfully finishing high school and working in an office. Since I've known her, I've noticed she's a serious and conscientious student. For example, she always comes to ask what she missed after an absence and will stay after school for coach class if necessary. I've observed Nige to be of the highest character. There was one memorable example when Nige and I had a disagreement. Upon further reflection, she was mature enough to apologize to me before the next class. For me, this is illustrative of her maturity and introspection. In summary, although I've only known Nige since September, she strikes me as the kind of hardworking, conscientious student who will achieve her life's goals. And Nige, I wish you all the best.
Hi everyone, this is Miss Meltzer from Pikesville High School reporting to you live with an exciting announcement regarding our very own Miss Camille Cannon. Camille was one of my AVID junior students last school year, and so I had the pleasure of working with her, and I got to know that she is a very respectful, poised, wonderful young lady. She's a trusted friend who has long-lasting relationships with her close friends. And she has decided to attend Clark Atlanta University. So Clark Atlanta, you'll see great things out of Camille. She was a 4-year AVID student here, so I know she's going to be 100% ready to go with the rigorous program that she will encounter there. So congrats Camille, congrats Clark Atlanta.
Michelle Jones, I know you better than anyone in this building. You've been in my Multimedia 1 and Yearbook class in 10th grade, Multimedia 2 and Yearbook in 11th grade, and Multimedia 3 and 4 and Yearbook in 12th grade. I remember on back to school night, way back in 10th grade, you were so worried that you were not going to be able to do the work and you were thinking of dropping the class, and your mother and I encouraged you, and here we are, lo and behold, your senior year. You were one of the top students in multimedia. You made one of the best vector portraits. Your photography is amazing. You are editor-in-chief of our yearbook, and you are managing the book. You work on it at home. You do everything you need to do to get everything going. And now here you are going to the University of Massachusetts majoring in photography. I know you will do well there. I know we're going to see your pictures down the road in magazines and all over the place because you are that dedicated, and I know that you're going to do a great job there. I loved working with you, and I wish you all the luck.
Hi, I'm here to speak on behalf of Hannah Greenberg, one of the AVID scholars. I did not know Hannah before this year, and she's been a student in my AP Psychology class, and it's been a pleasure to have her in class. I also spoke with several of Hannah's other teachers in preparation for this, and there was great consistency across what we thought of Hannah and the comments that people made. She's extremely conscientious and focused. At the same time, she's kind of quiet and reserved, but it's an active kind of quiet. All the people I spoke to commented on that. She may not be saying much, but you know that the wheels are turning. And where it comes out a lot of the time is in her writing. You can tell that she's thought through things deeply and really put some effort into it. And the last thing, and maybe the most important thing that everyone seemed to agree about, is that Hannah's going to have tremendous success in college. And we're looking forward to maybe hearing from her in future years when she comes back and can tell us about all of her successes. So Hannah, good luck, and we enjoyed having you.
When I first met this student 4 years ago, he was an energetic, larger-than-life persona that spent a lot of time in the hallway letting his personality and charisma guide his way. Over the past 4 years, he's proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that no matter how hard somebody tries to change something, some things will never change over the course of a high school career. What has changed about this student, though, is his maturity, his ability to harness his larger-than-life persona, and as a result, his talent of finding a way to be in control of whatever situation he finds himself in. It's my genuine belief that his participation in the AVID program has played a pivotal role in refining these traits and allowing him to flourish into the young man that he has become. Whether on the football field, the basketball court, in the classroom, or still in the hallway, I have never encountered somebody that's so comfortable in their own skin while maintaining an innate ability to contribute to and enhance any situation that he finds himself in. I truly believe that these very desirable qualities will serve him well as he moves on to the next parts of his life. For these reasons and so many more, I take pride in echoing his self-appointed role of a slightly different version of me as I introduce Darius Jackson.
Hi, AVID students. Kayla Schaefer is a remarkable young lady who is compassionate and intelligent. Over the last 4 years as her counselor, we've gotten to know each other very well. I'm definitely going to miss our conversations about her Walgreens job, Prince versus Future, and Jenna and I just saying annoying things to bother Kayla. Congrats on all your hard work. It really paid off, and I wish you nothing but success.
Hi, I'm Mr. Goldman. I'm one of the school counselors, and I am Deasia Davis's school counselor. I have very clear memories of 9th grade Deasia coming to me very often, frustrated with what somebody said, or a teacher or a student, and every single one of those times she kept her cool, she used her resources, and she got through the situation. And for that I was very proud. And I know over the course of these 3 years since 9th grade, Deasia has only continued to grow, and sure enough, as I predicted, because she had that maturity in 9th grade, she got into several colleges, including some that even offered her some money, and I'm very proud of her for achieving her goals. So Deasia, I'm really happy for you, and congratulations for going to your choice of college.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Schmitz. For the past 2 years, I've been the advisor for the Pikesville mock trial team. The team has presented a case that the students need to either prosecute or defend. There are 3 attorneys and 3 witnesses on each side of the argument. Before a competition, the team is told what side it would present. The 3 attorneys partner with their witness and write their scripts, and then act out those scripts in a real courtroom. They are judged by how well they present their side of the argument, how well they follow courtroom procedures, how well they make and handle objections, etc. It is like preparing for a school play. The difficulty is when the other team's attorneys cross-examine our witnesses. Although the teams practice possible questions the other side may ask, you don't always know what question will be asked, and the attorney doesn't always know what answer they will get. Now imagine being an understudy for one of the roles. Not only haven't you practiced the written script, you haven't practiced possible questions from the other side. One of our teammates, for both years I've been advisor, was willing to be the understudy for any witness, 6 times each year. Multiple times we had to rely on him to stand in and be a witness so we wouldn't forfeit a match. And stand in he did. The other teams did not even know he was a substitute. What a performance. I also taught this student geometry. He was always a go-to person when I needed someone to answer a question. He always greets me when passing in the hallway. I am so proud to have known this special AVID student, and I'm even more proud to introduce him to everyone here. I present to you on his college signing day, Francis John.
So I'm really excited to announce this next AVID Scholar. Ever since she's been in my classroom, she brings a smile to my face and she brings a smile to everyone around her. She likes to challenge her coworkers or her peers in class. So I'm predicting that she will have a great future as she moves on into.
The following AVID Scholar is a prime example of self-determination and self-confidence. On the first day of classes, I stated that chemistry requires hard work and perseverance, and I could tell that something about this phrase caught this scholar's attention. What I would come to find is that for this scholar, whether it be at school, at home, or on the track, this was her personal philosophy. And while I've only known this scholar for a year, I have watched her grow. She has turned into a leader, a mentor, and a friend to underclassmen both on the field and in the classroom. She has worked to overcome every struggle that life seemingly threw her way, all the while maintaining a bright, cheery attitude and never forgetting to show great kindness and care for others. And I know for a fact her college is not only gaining a dedicated student, but also a wonderful young woman as well. Here to announce her college decision is AVID Scholar Miss Anaya Burks.
The following AVID Scholar is quiet yet sweet and shy yet eager. When I first met Talia Alston in Honors Trig her junior year, she was unsure about her mathematical abilities and sometimes struggled with the material. However, she was sure that she wanted to figure it out and wanted to do it well. She frequently attended coach class and was in class every day. This year, she decided to take pre-college math to get a head start for next year. Talia is not afraid to challenge herself if it makes her a better person, and that quality will certainly help her as she enters college. Here to announce her college decision is AVID Scholar Miss Talia Alston.
It is with great pleasure that I expound upon this scholar's character and growth for the senior signing. I had the distinct pleasure of teaching and coordinating AVID, the college prep class that guides students through the college matriculation process. I have known this student for 4 academic school years, and he has demonstrated an acquisition to the AVID class's expectations and use of methodologies. When he first came into the AVID class his freshman year, he was unorganized, timid, and quiet. This student was always smiling and willing to learn, and had a spark of enthusiasm in staying with the program for 4 years. In 9th grade and 10th grade, he demonstrated his digital skills during one of the teacher parents AVID night sessions. He was a natural, proud, and excited to share what he had learned during the school year. In his sophomore and junior years, he gained insight of the AVID methodologies. He finally grasped the strategies such as Cornell Notes, Socratic Seminar, 4 Corners, Quick Write, Quick Speak, Inquiry, Collaboration, and Organization, to name a few. After all 4 years in AVID, he is a team player and has demonstrated growth and maturity academically and socially. He is confident, eager, and open to learning new ideas and concepts. He demonstrates work ethic and respect for his peers and teachers. Although quiet, he has a lot of potential as he is an awesome writer and speaker. Despite the many obstacles he has encountered, he has developed a new level of consciousness, independence, assertiveness, and self-confidence that will carry him throughout life. The following AVID Scholar is a quintessential example of self-determination. This student is confident, focused, and a go-getter. His infectious smile, articulate poems, and perseverance despite the negative are reflections of the creative energy, stamina, and poise he brings. He is a natural and conscientious young man who has a lot to offer. His charming and outgoing personality, strong character, and willingness to succeed will enable him to excel in any endeavor he anticipates. Here to announce his college decision is AVID Scholar Mr. John Crow.
This next AVID scholar is a stellar example of kindness and helpfulness. When I first met him, he was a quiet freshman and about a foot shorter. He would never raise his hand in class and did not seem too interested in Spanish, but he always gave an effort when he was called on. At the end of the year, to my surprise, he said he actually enjoyed being in the class. Over the years, I have seen this student grow in confidence and kindness. He is willing to volunteer and give a hand when other students won't. And this makes him stand out, not to mention his amazing musical ability. Here to announce his college decision is AVID scholar Mr. Trayvon McClinton.
Okay, I've taught Kaylin in weight training during the last 2 years. Kaylin's an excellent student who participates at a high level in my class and acts as a role model for younger and less experienced students as they perform their activities in their lifting groups. He's been in charge of a workout group and leads group activities. Kaylin also holds the record for the 40 speed challenge and the 3-cone agility combine events. I wish Kaylin good luck as he graduates from Pikesville and moves on to more academic challenges.
Tootie and Francis, you have been a delight to work with this year. You have helped so much in the art rooms, and you weren't even scheduled to be there. You could have left school, but instead you dedicated your time and your efforts, and you deserve everything you get when you graduate. I can't wait to see you walk across stage, and I'm really going to miss you. Congratulations.
This student I had the pleasure of teaching twice. I taught her once her 9th grade year in algebra, and I taught her in her 10th grade year in AVID. In these 2 years, she experienced some of the toughest moments in her life. But she held her head high and she worked her way through them. Even in just these 2 years, I could see the growth in her maturity. Unfortunately, I did not see much of the student in her junior and senior years. In one of her AVID assignments in her 10th grade year, she was asked to pick 5 symbols to represent her and create a mandala of these symbols. I don't still have that mandala to share with you today, but I did save the essay that she wrote describing her symbols. 2 of those symbols that she used to represent herself were a theater mask and the UCLA logo, since her goal was to become an actress, and UCLA is the college she was planning to attend in order to do so. Because I haven't seen much of her these past 2 years, I'm not sure if those are still her goals or if that's what she's actually doing. But I do plan on catching up with her soon to find out. However, whatever direction you decide to go down, I know you will be successful. You've always been a hard worker, and that, combined with your bubbly personality and contagious smile, will get you anywhere. This student is Sydney Hughes. Good luck, Sydney.
Sephora Dickaboo. What can I say about her? Well, let's start off with the fact that she's beautiful, bright, brainy. Let's go with also the fact that she's competent, confident, but not cocky. Let's also share that she's excited, effervescent, exuberant, talented, team player, and all around terrific.
The following AVID scholar is a model of strength, dedication, and perseverance. Though she was one of the smallest 9th graders, I remember her personality being that of someone twice her size. Always willing to participate, lead a group, or go the extra mile, this student established herself as someone to pay attention to early on. To then watch the student sign up for advanced placement courses and excel in them as a junior and a senior came as no surprise. She always pushes herself to the next level, which is also evident as she leads her squad to achieve the most accolades they have ever received at PHS. She is definitely a flyer on the cheerleading squad and as an academic superstar. Here to announce her college decision is AVID scholar Miss Kayla Gorham. When you close your eyes and picture someone who is a supporter of others and a model of kindness, honesty, and intelligence, we all might bring someone different to mind. However, when I think of a student with these qualities, there is one who shines through every time. This student is the first to volunteer for a difficult task, the first student to arrive to help out, the last student to leave and help clean up, all the while asking how you are doing and what more she can do to help. Oh, and her sense of humor. This student is funny, slightly silly, and a bundle of energy. I trust this student, and I trust in the bright future I know she has ahead of her. I'm so excited to see what lies ahead for this beautiful girl inside and out, and she better come back to tell me all about her future successes. Here to announce her college decision is AVID scholar Miss Kayla Schaefer.
Hi, this is Mr. Carney again. I'm here to introduce a fine young lady. She is getting ready to start the next leg of her journey, and I remember the first interaction I had with her here was not necessarily the most pleasant interaction. However, since then, I've really grown to get to know this young woman, and I know she's fierce, and she's going to take whatever life throws at her way, and she's going to fight back just as hard. I know that this young lady will be extremely successful no matter what she does, and I wish her luck on the next phase of her journey. So here to announce her college decision, Miss Isis Young.
Hi, AVID scholars. Estefany, or Estefani as I like to call her, is a bubbly and sweet young lady who I have the pleasure of working with as her counselor. She has always been positive, and she is very intelligent. Although I have witnessed the other side of her, which is a bit sassy. It must be the name change. I'm proud of you, and I wish you much success.
This student I had the pleasure of teaching twice. I met him as a young, brand new first-year teacher, his 10th grade year. My first impression was, who is this kid who is writing everything in perfect cursive all the time? I taught him for 10th grade world history, and right away the student's energy was so noticeable all throughout the classroom. His presence in the room changes the way his friends and peers interact throughout the class, while always offering a positive and fresh perspective on new ideas and new concepts all the time. He was always eager to participate, act out a skit, debate a topic. Even if he wasn't sure of his own belief, he would do it just to get the conversation going. I now teach him for abnormal psych and still see these very traits till this day in my classroom. I know they're going to take him very far in life. His laid back, I got this attitude, as well as his inquisitive nature, are what make him truly great. Never lose your positive outlook on life, and never forget to flash that contagious smile of yours. Good luck in your journey, and I have no doubt in my mind you will be successful in whatever you do. Now introducing Coe Chester.
Temerbeck, what can I say? Congratulations. I hope that you take to college all the great attributes that you've been showing here at PHS, particularly your hard work, your diligence, and your dedication. One of the hardest workers I have ever had the pleasure of teaching. Not only does he use all of the AVID strategies he can, including massive amounts of Cornell notes, but he takes opportunity to preview, review, and revisit all of the lesson materials and all of the lab things that we've been doing. Congratulations, Temerbeck. You are very well prepared for college.
I always say that I learn as much from my students as they learn from me. I've been teaching for 11 years, and no one student has taught me more than this particular student. Congratulations, Greg Miller, on your college and your future endeavors.